What up? Welcome to a special edition of Locked On Wild, the Locked On Madness Bracket Selection Show. Yours truly, Seth Topal, the host of Locked On Wilds, at the helm of the Locked On Madness Selection Committee, and one of the esteemed panelists is here with me tonight. There will be more joining as we go. State of Hoppy of the Soda Pod is here with me, and we teased it a little bit. Wanted to try to leave as much suspense as possible, but we're going bracket challenge here for Locked On Wild for the month of March. Had a who's who of panelists. No, seriously, who are these people? Do the rankings. And so excited to have you here, Hoppy, to discuss it. And can't wait to see what people's reaction is to the bracket that we put together.
Yeah, reaction, right? That I'm probably going to cause a lot of that personally. And to anyone that's wondering once we get there, like, I'm not a troll. I just have very unique taste.
Well, and in full transparency, we had a specific voting criteria. We had a formula to the madness, and as you'll see with the bracket being unveiled, there was madness that went into it. So what we're doing is we're going to go through a full bracket and try to determine the greatest Minnesota Wild player that exists. Now, there are going to be some interesting things that happen with this based on how the seedings played out. So I'm not sure if the number one seeds. I'm not sure if a number one seed will win unless particular players get a large portion of the voting, which will be on Twitter. We'll be unveiling this tomorrow with our play-in matchups, and so let's dive in. Let's get to it. I am just now realizing that I did not really have a good way to share the bracket, and here is another one of our esteemed panelists. Zach Zeman is joining us. Gentlemen,
I think I'm muted. No, now I'm good. What's up, guys? It's gonna be a fun night. Ahead of us.
Yeah, let's get to some of the voting, and we'll start with our play-in rounds. I will put this on Twitter once we are finished here so that everybody can look at the bracket in its entirety and look at the seedings, look at who's in which bracket. But let's just start with the play-in games, and we'll get some reaction to those. We start with the 16 versus 16 matchup in the forwards group, and that features Derek Boogaard going up against Richard Park. So that's one of the play-in matchups. Now, we had two forward play-in matchups and two defenseman play-in matchups because those were the two categories that had the most players accumulated. Goalies, we barely had enough to get in, so everybody gets in there by default. And centers,
did everybody get in?
For goalies, there were three players that didn't, I think. But
okay. Well, one of the ones I added probably got clipped then.
Well, I would wait and see.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. So that's the first play-in matchup for the forwards, Derek Boogaard and Richard Park. And that grouping gets a chance to go against the number one overall seed in the forwards bracket, Mr. Rem Pitlick. I don't know. And there have been some claims put in by members of the selection committee as to ballot stuffing. So I'm going to have to address those as we go. But Boogaard versus Park is the first play-in matchup, and I think Hoppy went to go get. He must have gone to go get a jersey.
Oh, I'm eating cookies.
Lucky. I've got mac and cheese.
Okay.
Is he? Well, anyway.
How does Rem Pitlick get the first seed? How does that work? Oh, God.
There we go. That's what it was. Yes, number one overall seed in the forward category, Rem Pitlick, Remington, as he is referred to. So Boogaard or Park get the opportunity to go up against Rem Pitlick. The other play-in matchup is Danny Heatley against Ryan Carter. Those are the 15 seeds,
Damn.
and
Heater.
they get the opportunity to go up against the 2 seed in the forward bracket, Mr. Kirill Kaprizov. So that's play-in matchups on the forward side. On the defensive side, we have the 16 seeds, Marek Zidlicki. And if we were doing a name bracket, which I thought of like as I was putting this together, and I'm like, that would have been a way better idea, but maybe next year. He goes up against Lubomir Sakaras. I definitely did not pronounce that correct.
Sekarash.
A lot of these names I'm seeing for the first time, so that's also fun. So those two get the opportunity to go up against the number 1 overall seed on the defense region, which is Jonas Brodin. And then the 15 seeds, Kim Johnson and Carson Soucy, square off in the play-in rounds. They go up against the number 2 overall seed in the defense region, that being Mr. Jared Spurgeon. So, fellas, play-in matchups to start. And as I'll just lay this out so everybody knows, on Twitter, we'll have the voting open for 24 hours per matchup. So the tweets will show up at midnight. They'll be open till 11:59 of that same day. And so you can just find them at Locked On Wild. We'll make sure to circulate them as much as we need to. But the play-in rounds, what do we think? Boogaard and Park, Heatley and Carter, Zidlicki and Sakaras, and Johnson and Soucy.
Janssen.
Is it?
Kim Johnson. Who cares? It's fine.
Jean-Michel Lele. That's my big one. So
I think you fucked me here, Seth. Very intentionally. I don't like it. You like build me up and get me all excited that Rem Pitlick gets what's deserved 1 seed, and then you fucking throw Boogaard up against him in the first round, you dickhead.
Yeah, there's fan voting here.
I did not.
Boogaard's probably going to beat Pitlick, and I'm not happy about it.
I mean,
Boogaard should not be a 16. He shouldn't.
I know. I went with the formula. The mathematical equation that got us the votes. And
yeah, thanks Brett for putting in the new formulas that still put Pitlick at number 1 because no one else voted for him, and I gave him a 1.
You know what I'm gonna end up doing too is there's gonna be like a letter after this tournament is done where I admit that I can't do math and I somehow found a way to mess it up. That's just how it goes. So those are the play-in rounds. Tell you what, Hoppy, since you are the representative here from the Soda Pod, let's go to the Soda Pod region. And the Soda Pod region contains all of the defensemen. So
maybe that's a wealth of talent too.
Yeah, it's a deep group. And
you know the 2 players I care about. Where are they ranked?
Well, let's just see here. One of them is a 5. And one of them is a 13, and I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you it's not what you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have no idea why. But anyway, Soda Pod region, number 1 overall seed, Jonas Brodin. He awaits the play-in winner of Zidlicki and Sakaras. The 8 seed, Brad Bombardier, going up against the 9 seed, Ian Cole.
Ooh. We got the name against everyone's favorite. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think Ian Cole takes it, but anyone that's like undecided will go Bombardier just for the name. Yeah. So that'll be a fun one.
So that's the 8-9. The 5-12 is Petteri Nummelin, the 5 seed, going up against Marco Scandella.
You're right. I definitely thought it'd be the other way around. Fucking right, baby. Terry Nummelin, the best defenseman as far as skill is concerned that the Wild ever have or will have on their team. Still really upsetting that Cam Talbot didn't even bother to ask if he could have his number.
Oof. Well, there may still be time.
Sorry, who was the 12? I blacked out for that part.
The 12 was Marco Scandella.
Oh, yeah. No, that's yeah. Terry Nummelin.
Scandella drives a GTR, though.
He
used to drive a GTR when he was with the Wild. I know that for a fact.
Well, then there we go.
Easy.
The 4 seed in the Soda Pod region is Matt Dumba. He will take on the 13 seed Kalen
Oh,
Addison.
Kalen Addison's gonna fucking mop him. Here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
this
It's
is
that's gonna be so symbolic. You planned that out intentionally. You ignored the spreadsheet.
Cinderella.
Ah,
So that's the 4-13. Number 6 seed Brent Burns going up against the 11 seed Philippe Kuba.
ooh, that'll be an
That's spicy.
interesting one.
That's
I like
spicy.
that. I like that.
The 3 seed Ryan Suter going up against the 14 seed Nate Prosser. I don't know how Prosser got a 14.
I don't know, but I think
gonna be
there's enough
close.
bitter assholes that are just gonna vote Prosser to spite Suter. So we'll see.
I think this one's going to be very close. Then we have the 7 seed Nick Schultz going up against the 10 seed Willie Mitchell. And the 2 seed Jared Spurgeon going up against the play-in round winner Kim Johnson and Carson Soucy. So
Interesting.
yeah, like I said,
I don't think there's gonna be many blowouts in this one. That's a pretty well stacked bracket.
It's it could have been that I took the formula and by not doing it right, I made it better.
There we go.
That's what I'm going.
Everyone loves the defense. Everyone loves them.
I can't believe Addison's going to kick Dumba out on the roster and in the bracket. This is incredible.
Oh, that could be one of our big upsets of round 1, which I had it.
Well, I christen the Soda Pod bracket. I like it.
Yes, very well done. I had the okay. Here we go. So now that we've gone through one of the brackets at least, so we're gonna do the play-ins tomorrow. They'll open at midnight and then they will close at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night. So get your votes in for those. They'll be on Twitter. We'll circulate them. The round Uh-oh. You freeze?
Oh, there he goes.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Uh-oh. Hello?
We're back.
I was just saying I'm absolutely going to full-on support Richard Park because Bugard will destroy Rem Pitlick. So starting the Richard Park rally cries.
Voting campaigns, I'm fine with it. So then the round of 64 voting will be March 1st through the 4th. And we'll have all of those, again, all of them on Twitter. We'll keep an eye out. So just keep an eye out for the Locked On Wild Twitter account. Give us a follow while you're at it. And help us make this a massive voting success. Let's go to the Bar Down Beauties region next. That is the goalies. The Beauties get the goalies. I figured I would try to rip the two hosts apart with the goalie controversy. So.
So good. Genius.
Yeah, I thought that would be a good idea. Number 1 overall seed in the Bar Down Beauties region. I just realized now I'm not using number 1 overall seed right because that's for the tournament. The 1 seed in the Bar Down Beauties region, and it's the number 1 overall seed is Rem Pitlick. Come on.
That's going to piss them off so much.
Yeah.
The 1 seed in the Bar Down Beauties region is Nicholas Backstrom. He goes up against the 16 seed John Curry.
I wonder who's going to win that one.
Yeah, that will not be a West Virginia losing in the first round. The 8 seed Alex Stalock going up against.
That's so fucking disrespectful.
I know, but that's how the voting.
Oh, Alexis, I hope you listen to this and hear me when I say that Stalock in the second round is going to dismantle Nicholas Backstrom, and this is your fucking fault.
He's got to get by Darcy Kemper, the 9 seed.
Well, that's a good matchup. Yeah. we're definitely gonna campaign for Stalock. So
I'm telling you, these are a lot spicier than like they initially look, because then you're 5-12. Cam Talbot is the 5 seed. He goes up against the 12 Jose Theodore.
I don't think most people even remember that Jose Theodore was even here.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember that.
Very vaguely remember.
He's got the name.
So
he does have the name.
That's your 5-12. The 4-13 is Devin Dubnik against Matt Hackett.
I think DB's got that one pretty clean.
Yeah.
This one might be my favorite. The 6 versus the 11 is Josh Harding against the 11, Anton Kudobin.
Oh, dude, give me Hudobin every time. Yes.
Who, fun fact, up until this year, I pronounced it Q-Bowden. Like every time I said it. Just did not realize that the B and the D were in the opposite spots.
Sure.
Oh well. So that's the 6 versus the 11. The 3 seed, Dwayne Rollison, going up against the 14 seed, Jamie McLennan.
I think that one will be a pretty aggressive victory.
Yeah. The 7 seed, Capo Kakinen, going up against the 10 seed, Ilya Brizgalov.
Ooh,
that's a mean one, dude. That's a mean one. I don't like that.
I like it.
That
I don't like that.
Gonna be some fights going on here. The 2 seed in the Bar Down Beauties region, Manny Fernandez, going up against the 15 seed, the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond.
Oh my gosh.
Hammond going on name alone.
Yeah, literally.
But he's got, I mean, the Hamburglar. So
sure.
Yeah. So that's the Bar Down Beauties region. Let's go to the Sound the Foghorn region, which is going to be the forwards. This is one where this is the goofy one.
This is where chaos comes in, and I'm so excited for it.
I think I had a hideously bad omission, and I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't throw the rest of this off. Number 1 overall seed, Rem Pitlick. Again, he is playing the play-in winner of Derek Bugard and Richard Park.
I still am not thrilled about that, but we'll get past it.
The 8 seed, Eric Hall of Famer.
Beauty.
You're a real asshole, you motherfucker.
Going up against the 9 seed, Ryan Hartman.
God damn it. You're just like going out of your way. You're like, I'm going to get rid of Rem Pitlick as soon as fucking possible. I see this. I feel it.
The selection committee has spoken.
The
selection committee is the one.
There's no way that Hall of Famer wasn't higher than an 8 seed based on the voting.
I factored it in. The 5 seed, Brian Rolston, going up against the 12 seed, Jason Pominville.
I don't want either of them to advance.
Yeah. This is going to be fascinating. This is going to be a rout. Honestly, the 4 seed, Zach Parisi, going up against the 13 seed, Matt Boldy. That should be a runaway.
Oh my gosh.
Boldy.
That's going to be really, really disrespectful, but I'm here for it.
The 6 seed, Kevin Fiala, going up against the 11 seed, Marcus Foligno.
Oh,
they're going to throw an absolute bitch fit that you made him an 11. And I'm so excited about it.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I think Jesse will laugh at it. I think Alexis is going to throw a temper tantrum.
The 3 seed in the Sound the Foghorn region is Marion Gabrick. He goes up against the 14 seed, Mark Parrish.
Oh, Parrish is taking that. Parrish is taking that.
Jeez. If Parrish gets involved, he'll
we're getting him involved. It's happening.
Once again, I was not responsible for Mark Parrish being a 14 seed. I just want to say that on the record.
I think I picked him to be like a 4 seed, so yeah, not my fault.
I picked him higher too. The 7 seed, Nino Niederreiter, going up against the 10 seed, Jason Zucker.
Ooh,
I feel like they could also get involved.
That's gonna get spicy.
Yeah.
And the 2 seed, Kirill Kaprizov, awaiting the play-in winner of Danny Heatley and Ryan Carter.
Can you imagine?
That's a heated play-in, and I think the winner could like really weirdly beat Kaprizov.
Yeah, it's that one. I think is, well, there are a lot of really interesting ones, and now
so I'm glad Heater got the 15 though, because I think Dev is the only one I talked to about this, because he was dying. He was having so much fun with it. Whenever there was a player that I like thought should be in the bracket, but I didn't have a strong opinion on, I would just give them their jersey number. So like, I'm pretty sure Brett wanted to stab me virtually when I gave Koivu a 9, because like, yeah, he should be in the bracket, but he's not one of my guys at center.
Right.
I gave Heatley a 15. I think I gave Boldy a 12. Well, Gabrick was definitely a 10.
as it should be. Well, anyway, what's next?
I have
Oh, the
no
wild
idea.
takes region, and don't mind me. The bracket.
How did Matt Cullen not get into the forwards bracket?
Who?
Because he got into the other one.
But he was an
I know.
option in both.
I know. I voting omission. I don't know what happened there.
All right, fair enough.
But the wild takes region. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do some work on this bracket before I can post it. It is so the entire background is white, and every time I like click on a square, it gives a border around that cell, which we don't want.
Oh,
So this will be posted at some point tonight. I just have to doctor it up a little bit. Not the seeds, the appearance of it. So wild takes region. The centers, number one overall seed, number one seed in the region. Mikko Koivu going up against the 16 seed Eric Belanger.
Belanger.
Yeah, Eric Belanger.
So that's the 1v the 16. The 8-9 is good. 8 seed Marco Rossi going up against the 9 seed Charlie Coyle.
That's not even gonna be close.
Yeah.
The 5 seed Eric Stahl going up against the 12 seed Darby Hendrickson.
I feel like Stahl's gonna take that, but I don't know. Maybe there's some Darby truthers out there.
I like Stahl on that one.
We'll find out.
Iowa legend Eric Stahl.
Iowa Wild legend Eric
Oh,
Stahl.
if you use any kind of graphics, can you please find one with him wearing an Iowa Wild jersey?
Absolutely.
I need it. And he's got to have the largest helmet in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. The 4 seed Pierre-Marc Bouchard going up against the 13 seed Ryan Donato.
Oh, Donato. I'm going to will that one to victory.
I'd just like to point out the City Life Project is commenting on YouTube with every matchup, which I love. And he is absolutely right. He said the centers suck. This is hilarious. Like he's not wrong. He is not wrong. The 6 seed Wes Walls going up against the 11 seed Nico Sturm.
That one will be interesting.
We go to the 3 seed Jule Eriksson Ek, Nico Sturm going up against the 14 seed Jim Dowd.
That's a boring one.
Yeah. The 7 seed Pavel Dimitra going up against the 10 seed Matt Cullen.
Oh.
Again, I have no idea.
Here we go, baby.
Yeah,
10 seed. Here we go.
The 2 seed. Here, this is the one. The 2 seed Mikhail Granlund going up against the 15 seed Sergei Zoltak.
You could have told me it was Victor Rask, and I'm still taking the 15.
Yeah,
Granny.
I don't get the Granlund love. That's.
I don't either.
Nope. Not
I
feeling
don't like him.
I was at that game 3 though against the Avalanche in 2014.
Ooh.
Tell me one other thing he did while he was here.
Yeah, literally. That's what people are gonna think though. It's that diving goal.
Well, yeah, he pulled off that Michigan. Oh wait, no, that was before he was even with the Wild. Fuck.
Whoops.
I'm sorry. I'm a Granlund hater, but
it's fine. So that's the bracket. And it's hard without seeing it because it's a mess. But any thoughts in just who got high seeds and any thoughts on the bracket at this point?
Fleet don't go far.
I don't appreciate the sabotage against Rem Pitlick after you soften me up by giving him the 1 seed. That's kind of brutal, but I don't know. I think goalies are going to be the most interesting. Goalies are going to be all over the fucking map.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all just fan voting. I think whoever gets pushed the most, like Pitlick or Foligno, they're going to take it.
Oh, I'm going to push Pitlick so fucking hard.
Of course. I would expect nothing less from the.
Which is why I would have thought if you wanted me to keep pushing Pitlick so hard, you wouldn't have put him in such a brutal path. Sorry, I forgot. Who does he play in the second round? That's absolutely ridiculous. If he beats Bugard.
Yeah, right.
That would be see that's when Spoked Z is going to get involved with
Oh yeah, fucking Holla. That
the Hall of Fame.
I'm not. That's gonna be a tough one for Z too, because he loves Pitlick almost as he might like Pitlick more than me, but he doesn't like Pitlick more than Holla. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I think he's just gonna like remove himself from the equation.
He'll just recuse himself from the voting. Like, I can't get involved in this.
Fuck. Yeah, that's not fun.
Well,
I don't know what other.
It's good. It's gonna be sick. And once we get the bracket out there, I think people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, let's go."
yeah, we'll post it to Locked On Wild's Twitter account and we'll pin it. I thought it was going to be ready to go, and I got to get all those lines out of there.
It's gonna look awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fun tournament.
We got it. So yeah, that's the reveal, and beyond that, I mean, it's just time to get down to the voting. So play-ins tomorrow. And then the opening round of the Locked On Madness 2022 tournament will begin on Tuesday.
Get ready. Stay tuned.
Like what's everyone's like Final Four?
Ooh.
Or Elite Eight. Elite Eight's even okay.
Elite
but
Eight.
But I can't even do that without seeing the bracket. Then that's tough.
Yeah.
I got Talbot, Kirill, Koivu, and defenseman Brodian. It'll be like Spurgeon Brodian if it goes that far. That'll be a good one.
Cullen, Addison, Baylock, Pitlick. Done.
Baylock. I'm riding Talbot. I'm enforcing Talbot the whole way through.
That's gonna be tough, man. Right now, people hate him.
Yeah, I know.
Like undeservingly. I'm not saying I support that hate, but for this bracket, I'll ride it.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, is it's just a one-click vote.
I think we're like 3 months past the bitterness where like everyone's like gonna actually turn back, be like, I liked Dubnyk, I miss him. But if you released this like 3 or 4 months ago, they'd be like, fuck Dubnyk, that guy fucking sucks.
Dubnyk could have been the number 1 seed and he would have still lost.
Actually, nope. I'm gonna say Brizgalov wins the goalie bracket, just because people are gonna be like, oh yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, it's so humongous big.
It's going to be fun to see how this plays out. This reveal will be on the Locked On Wild YouTube channel, and we'll post the audio in podcast form. So make sure to look for that on our channels tomorrow. Gentlemen, any final thoughts before I get this bracket fixed so that I can put it up on Twitter?
Let's get this thing going. Let's get her going. Once we see it in fruition, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be.
Where's the coach bracket?
Yeah, we got to do best
front office bracket.
Oh,
the Judd bracket. Yeah.
Ooh, should I do just like a separate, like just a one region and just call it the
No, literally just have one poll that's who is the best prospect scout that we've ever had? Judd bracket, other, and just see how people go.
Just
other, comment below.
Best wild names of all time.
Yeah, we got to do the name bracket too.
All right, if we're going name, it's Antti Laaksonen. That's my pick.
That's very hard to beat.
Oh, Kaprizov does roll off the tongue a little bit. It'll be nice. I just feel like a lot of people would, just go right to that.
What was? Oh, now that I think I still have it up here. There was one that it was a goalie that would be my number 1 overall seed for bracket. No, it was
Kubodin.
Yeah, Kubodin. I just need 1 second here.
Almost Stanley Cup winner Anton Khudobin.
Of course, it's not in here. No, there is a goalie. Wade Dublas.
Philip Lindbergh.
Yeah. Wade Dubalevitz.
I guess we'll just have to see it once it comes out, right?
Yeah. Dieter Kocken was the that's the one. That's not right, is it?
I don't know, but that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. He was on the list. He evidently played for the Wild at one point when I was gathering names. Dieter Kocken would be my number 1 overall seed.
I mean,
Michael on YouTube saying Ilya Bryzgalov, best name. That's a good one too.
It's a solid name.
Yeah, that'd be a contender. So yeah, that'll happen at some point. Maybe next year, maybe later this year, if I feel like doing this again.
Danny Heatley, yeah, let's talk about him. He might get votes.
Look, he's a play-in. He's
the heater.
Wait, who's his play-in matchup? Carter. That's gonna be a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know if that'll be a tough one. He's got fans.
If Carter gets involved,
dude, as soon as I tag not Danny Heatley, it's a
done.
Oh,
Heat Daddy.
Heat Daddy. I don't know that's a mean play-in too. Like those should both be higher seeds as well. I question the panel.
This might just get memed on the whole way through.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's fair because it was put together by a panel, so it is fair to call the judgment of said panel into question.
Correct.
Although I don't want to do it too much because I want that same panel to do this again. So.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You making Marcus Foligno an 11 seed means that they're not participating again. So.
Well, it's hard when there's all I don't remember what the exact.
It's hard when you only get 16 seeds for forward.
I'm gonna end up getting chirped on every show involved for the rest of the week. I don't care.
Not true. No, I'm mostly pleased. Besides you fucking Rem Pitlick from behind. Like with that exception, I'm actually pretty pleased with this. I'm proud of you, Seth, that you made the right decision and seeded Petteri Newman as high as you did. Because I thought for sure when you said 5-13 that 13 was Newman.
No.
And I do appreciate that Kalen Addison is just going to stomp on Dumba's grave, unfortunately. I got nothing against Dumba, but it's not happening. It's
got to get that crowd vote. There we go. Get that crowd voting and let it buck.
Let it buck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
How did I not add Alex Tuck to this? God damn it.
Oh,
that's a miss on my part. That is the one gripe I have though with you is that you didn't add Hansel. That could have gotten you so much reaction and outrage. Disappointing, but I get it. Tuck though,
Tuck would have been a really good one.
That would have been spicy.
I lost all respect for Tuck after last year's playoff.
Well,
for doing his job and
for doing his job and for Vegas scumming us in the expansion draft. Never living that down ever.
We're the ones that let him fucking go for Dumba.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah. Thanks, Chuck. And no Victor Rask, but whatever, I get it.
It's hard to rank a player when people put in the ballot that they submit second to last and last without specifying. That was a common theme for Victor Rask throughout the voting process.
That's awesome.
I think I rated him at like 7 or 8. So
yeah, not last, but close.
All right, that's
so
seems mean, but
as with any bracket, there are going to be snubs, and so there are plenty. If watching this, you have a noticeable snub that we haven't discussed, please let us know in the comments.
And if you fight hard enough, we will replace Derek Boogaard with that. I think that's the only fair way to do this, Seth. If you get enough outrage over a player, they replace Derek Boogaard, right?
The committee will take that into consideration.
We will take it under advisement. Yes,
we will. We'll take it under advisement. Gentlemen, thank you for joining for the reveal of the brackets in spoken version as opposed to in visual version, but that will come shortly. Again, make sure to follow Locked on Wild. Make sure to follow the Soda Pod, Wild Takes, the Bar Down Beauties podcast, and the Sound the Foghorn podcast, the pillars of this bracket. Follow them on their socials. Follow them wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Do not follow us outside of our socials. I don't need anyone to be like outside my house or anything like that. That's kind of fucked up.
That's awesome.
We don't need that.
Yeah, no one needs that. Also, I don't think anyone wants to be outside my house. So that's another thing.
There is that. Again, voting starts tomorrow, so keep an eye on Locked On Wild's Twitter account and all of these other Twitter accounts for these shows. We'll have.
Wait, is this going to be like dropped as like a podcast tomorrow, Seth, or is this just as a live stream?
No, this will be dropped. This will be dropped.
If you say it starts tomorrow, you should say it actually starts today.
Correct. This starts today, Monday, February 28th. And
live coaching.
Thank you.
I've fucked that up so many times. That's the only reason I say it.
I still do that too.
Whenever Isha says something's happening tomorrow or today, I'm like, wait, is that today or is that tomorrow today?
Yeah,
what today is he talking about?
Happens all the time.
Oh, and Greg Patterin being omitted. Disappointing.
I
mostly because Isha would have thrown a bitch fit, but outside of that, probably the right call.
Yeah. Well, I just hope it doesn't become a pattern. We could put him in the name bracket when we get that far.
Wait, did you
I like
Pattern or Patterin?
Patterin.
Greg Patterin. Beauty. Awesome. Well,
all right.
I can't wait for this thing to start.
Yeah. Voting starts Monday, February 28th. So keep an eye out on Twitter. That is going to do it for the Locked On Madness bracket reveal. We'll see you on Twitter to vote for your favorite and the greatest Wild player of all time. Peace.
See ya.